Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trails to Azure. I am Aram, I am playing this game, and I'm here with the full crew, Jello, Austin, and Mo. Say hello, everyone.
Hi!
Hi. I have a voice now.
This episode is going to be brought to you by Domino's.
Nice.
Oh.
Very exciting. It's good that you have a voice now. I don't know if we're getting T.O. back this episode, but I don't think it'll be any later than next episode, which I'm very excited for. I just realized I've been on the splash screen this whole time. I better make sure we're actually in the game before I start. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That means when I was rapidly scrolling the menu, people couldn't see that. They were just hearing in the background. So last time on Trails to Azure, we had a dramatic scene where Wazy and Wald broke up.
Aw, that's very sad.
Wazy's got to go off to college, and they knew a long-distance relationship wasn't going to work.
I don't think I'd say it was that sad. I really think Wazy is like very much
Like, way too good for
yeah,
real.
no, yeah. You're not wrong. Also, we were introduced to this universe's equivalent of Tetris Attack, which is the very first online game. Already, we have been informed by the lead researcher at the Epstein Foundation that he's fucked our mom.
Cool.
And, yeah, we got a little video call from Tio, also. Isn't it amazing that, like, 3 games ago, they were like, here's the world's most powerful computer, and it was like a vacuum tube motherfucker, and that took up an entire room.
Yep.
Anyway.
And all it was like a Wikipedia.
Yeah, it was basically just, yeah. It had a text interface, too. Gross. We also went to check out a disturbance at the old abandoned mine, and along the way, we ran into 2 different varieties of Ouroboros clown chatting up the old man who makes dolls. Possibly connected, possibly unconnected to that, when we went to investigate the mine, someone blew up a bunch of dynamite and collapsed the entrance for some reason, so now we're trapped down here looking for a way out. In fact, we found the way out, and we're about to bust out with our friend Randy. But first, I'm actually going to load this save, because it turns out there was a hidden quest that I forgot when we left town that is actually worth seeing, because it introduces a recurring character, and also provides a nice recap of the last game, and sets up, kind of reestablishes what information from the last game still matters in this game.
Oh,
Yes.
just as a heads up, I am going to be working on, so this is basically storyboarding during this, so you might have to yell at me if a cutscene gauntlet is about to show up. Otherwise, I will be working full screen on another tab anytime, whenever we're in a dungeon.
Can do. I see.
Oh.
I see.
I see. That's an interesting way to put it. Well, if it isn't Lloyd and Company.
Who's this, Uncle Miles?
I'd like you to meet Nielsen.
Oh, I think I remember this guy.
He's an international journalist of great renown. Nielsen, this is the special support section that everyone in Crossville City goes on and on about.
Nice to meet you. My name's Lloyd Bannings.
Ah, so this is the SSS, and if you're Lloyd, that would make you its leader, Ha, you have a very dulcet-sounding voice, if you don't mind me saying.
Thanks! Pardon my asking, but would you happen to be...
That's correct. I lost my sight many years ago in an accident.
hungry?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
yes,
sorry.
thank you. I could smell that sandwich.
Oh boy.
I don't have a sandwich, guys.
He starts gnawing on Lloyd's arm.
Delicious.
Who's Casal?
Yeah.
Just no one. You want to mow?
Oh, there you are, Director. You still haven't returned from your break. The front desk misses you, you know.
Whoopsie daisy. Think I got too wrapped up in our conversation. You'll have to excuse me. Duty calls, as they say.
Gotta go take a shit. Of course. If you'd like, let's catch up again and exchange notes.
Sure thing. Drop by whenever you'd like. Take care, Lloyd. Looks like you're up. The joke is, that's my Miles Edgeworth voice.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
Interesting.
What did he mean by... please, allow me to introduce myself once again. I'm Nielsen, a freelance journalist. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Same here. Nice to meet you.
Nielsen? Where have I heard that name before? Truth be
Isn't
told...
he... doesn't this guy rate TV?
Isn't this guy the star of The Naked Gun and Airplane?
Yeah.
Truth be told, I've been greatly looking forward to meeting with the Special Support Section. It's an honor. I'll be frank, I'd like to submit a request to you. Do you think you could hear me out?
Sure. How can we help? I'd love to see what the problem is. I mean, hear what your problem is. Shit.
The thing is, I'm currently conducting an investigation into the cult incident from this past spring. However, there are still several things I'm unclear about in my research. So, whom better to consult than the team that played a pivotal role in resolving that very crisis?
You want to interview us about the cult incident?
Sounds like you already know a thing or two about it.
What should we do, Lloyd? The case is already closed, and I don't think we can disclose any more than what's already known.
You're right. Let's go ahead and lie to him. But by going through with this interview, we may be able to reach some closure.
Let's go ahead and silently walk away.
Hello?
Fuck.
Hello?
All right, then. We'll agree to the interview. However...
Say no more. I understand that given your position, there are some things you cannot say. You're welcome to decline answering as many questions as you'd like. I also think it would be best to consider anything we discussed today as strictly off the record.
Gotcha. Thanks for understanding. One thing, though. Where should we hold it? I think doing it right here could be a problem.
In that case, how about the discussion space upstairs? It's secluded, and we'll know if anyone is approaching. I think it's the perfect spot.
That sounds like a good idea to me. Let's head there.
Can we manually decline questions? No, not actually. Thank you for agreeing to this interview. First...
Hold on! We haven't agreed to anything!
Give me your sandwich.
I grabbed my food. Keep going.
First, let's start by recalling how the incident originated. It began with the DG cult, whose creed called for rejecting Idios and seemingly worshipping demons. Over 10 years ago, they started to serially abduct children from across the continent. I'd like to review how those abductions were resolved by going back to 6 years ago. It was then that a large-scale operation was conducted to expose and exterminate cult lodges all over the continent. Do you know the forces responsible for carrying out that operation?
Yes, it was...
It was both.
It was a joint effort between several nations' militaries and police forces, as well as Cassius Bright, right?
Correct. Because of the scale of the abductions, an international task force was assembled to watch Cassius Bright do it. Precisely. And leading that task force was the Bracer Guild's Cassius Bright as commander.
Was he there?
Yeah, no.
They just can't control themselves. They just have to bring them up.
May I interrupt for a moment?
You know Cassius
You know
Bright?
Cassius Bright?
Right? Oh, God. You mean the Brigadier General Bright, commander of Liberal's Royal Army?
That
Actually,
he is.
You don't do this. Anytime you discuss the bracers, there's a sniper dot on your head.
They kill you.
Cassius Bright.
He once retired from the Royal Army and spent about 10 years as a bracer. He then rejoined the army 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm Wazy. That's quite the career path. Thanks, glad I talked.
Maybe, but there's something else. I hadn't realized it until now, but Bright is also the name of...
Yeah, I confirmed it while reviewing documents during my training with 1st Division. Cassius
Oh my God,
Bright
Where you know my daughter?
is Estelle Bright's father, and Joshua's his adopted son.
I knew
Wait,
it.
aren't they?
Yeah.
No way. But don't they have... Oh.
I thought there was something, I thought there was something special about her during our little chase battle. I never would have imagined she came from fame, given the everything about her.
So, you know the daughter of Brigadier General Bright, do you? I've heard of her exploits through my work as well.
Well, we got to know her a little bit earlier this year.
Anyway, I'm sorry for getting us off topic. Please continue. Yes, very well. 6 years ago, the suppression operation was carried out at the command of Cassius Bright of the Bracer Guild. That operation was thought to have eliminated 90% of the cult's influence. Among those participating in the operation was a certain promising squad from the Crossbell Police Department, led by a Sergei Liu. The same
Liu is his last name? Did anyone else know that?
I know, it's fucked up, right? The same Sergei Liu who is today the section chief of the SSS. He and his 2 subordinates carried the flag of the CPD for that operation. Those other 2 would be Arios McLean and Lloyd's older brother, Guy Bannings.
Looks like you've done your homework. And you even know about the connection between me and Guy.
You've researched the case rather well. Even among the police, there are only a select few that know that much. Well, when you've done this for as long as I have, you develop good sources. Guy Bannings was once one of those sources himself, even.
You know my brother?
Yes. Guy lent me his aid several times before his passing. But I digress. There was also one other Crossbellan who played a role in the cult investigation. That would be Ian Grimwood, a lawyer and civilian advisor. Even then, Mr. Grimwood was well known and respected for his expertise regarding civil rights. I heard he even contributed toward gathering intelligence regarding the abductees. I'm reminded that he told us he assisted in the investigation. I see, so that's the role he played. I've also heard the church and a mysterious organization played a role down the line. Quite. Yes, indeed. Because of them, the remaining cult influence after the suppression quickly vanished.
The church.
Is that what Father Kevin was referring to?
And the mysterious
He's
organization
a priest.
is likely that society we've heard of.
Shut up.
Nevertheless, yeah. Shut up. Wazy on the receiving end of shut up just turns, shut up, Ellie. Nevertheless, the cult's activities should have concluded years ago. But several months ago, it became clear that there were still remnants of the cult. I know you're all too aware of who I'm referring to.
Well, Joachim Gunter, a surviving member of the cult, finally came out of hiding.
That's
It's
right.
like if the satanic panic was real.
He clearly had knowledge of the cult's inner workings prior to the operation. However, in the end, was Joachim Gunter the cult's leader? He was a high priest.
Yeah, he was a high priest. No, he wasn't. He was just a high priest within the cult.
That's right, he said so himself.
Oh, I thought he was the leader, to be honest.
I think he kind of was.
He was a bigwig
by defunct because
yeah.
nobody else was around.
At the present, he effectively was, but he wasn't prior to them getting their shit fucked up.
Gotcha. That's good, actually. I was kind of annoyed. It was like, oh, but the leader survived. It's like, why and how?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but he also seemed to have a knack for research. It sounded like he worked on several experiments. I believe that's what led to his familiarity with the cult's inner workings.
A reasonable theory. It was that position which allowed him to further his research while using the experiment results from around the continent. After he successfully evaded the suppression operation from 6 years ago, he went into hiding. Upon learning of former Speaker Hartman's weakness for a facility called Paradise, he was able to take refuge in Crossbell. Finally, he perfected the drug bearing the name for true wisdom, Gnosis. I'm unclear of the details of what that drug did and why, but my understanding is that he did it to fulfill the cult's ambitions. That's right, the cult's ambitions. He said their goal was to make Kia into the true god.
Yeah, he also claimed he could perceive things while under the influence of red gnosis. But in the end, we didn't get an opportunity to question him and learn all the details.
As always, there are unanswered questions, but I do believe we've outlined most of what occurred during the incident. I'd like to finish by reflecting on the DG cult's origins. Would that be alright with you?
The cult's roots?
Yes. Do you happen to know how many years the cult's origins trace back to?
Oh god, it's like 500,
It's
right?
500, I think. It's obviously more than 50,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's as long ago as that. That's like Great
Yeah,
Collapse
1200
time ago.
If it matters.
The cult traces back to 500 years ago,
Oh,
to
yeah,
Crossbell's
no,
Middle
that's
Ages.
What makes you say that?
I'm guessing. We heard it from Joachim Gunther himself. He said that 500 years ago there were powerful alchemists in this land. The cult had been using their technology from the moment of its founding. But who those alchemists were has remained a mystery.
I see. So, Joachim Gunther divulged that much information after all. Yes, there were once alchemists in this land, the ones that built Stargazer's tower. It's amazing to think that their knowledge, which was only a mere legend, would be brought to light in such a sinister way.
It's certainly surprising.
Yes. And could you believe the girl that all of you took in is also over 500 years old?
Do you really need to have this interview with us at all? It seems that you kind of know everything.
Just how
Oh,
much
I'm just
do
a
you...
late game villain, and this is basically foreshadowing.
Just
I
how-
can't believe Joaquin told you all of that. Anyway, goodbye.
Just how much do you know about the incident? My apologies. That remark was uncouth of me. I simply came to such a ridiculous idea by combining my information with yours. I swear by the goddess, I won't print that, so please relax.
Right.
Sus.
And with that, I believe our interview's come to an end. Thank you very much for your help today. It was very insightful. Not at all, it was for us as well. Oh, I believe it's time for me to jumps out the window. If you'll excuse me then. Should the opportunity arise, I would like for us to do this again sometime.
He just
That
runs
guy
into
was
the book.
extremely
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Yeah, so
I'm
personally...
lazy.
I'll wait till the end of this conversation.
For a blind man, he sure knows how to get around.
Well,
There's
that's
something
fucked up.
about him, isn't there?
Yeah, and he's full of surprises. But he did give his word regarding Kia, so let's hope we can trust him.
A
Right.
reporter's word. All right.
Ah!
What's up, Ellie?
It finally hit me. I know where I've heard that name. That man just now was Marcel Nielsen. He's a Crossbellan journalist that was awarded the Pulitzer Prize about 10 years ago.
I'm sorry. Every time they mention that,
The
I just remember that one weird line of dialogue. Just, hey, isn't that the Pulitzer? Shh, do you want to get sued?
Yeah.
So funny.
I remember that. I remember the Pulitzer. It's like it's his own original character.
Anytime,
Pulitzer.
I can't imagine this will come up too much, but anytime we say that, can we like do it like it's overdubbed, like they recorded it?
Yeah.
Legal issues.
Wow, even I've heard of the Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah, it's an international award given to the most outstanding journalist each year.
That explains how he's so knowledgeable. Wait, if he's from Crossbell, does that mean...
Yes, he worked for the Crossbell News Service, and the war coverage he did to earn that award is the very same which robbed him of his sight. Since then, he's continued covering news all over the continent as a freelancer for several publications. Nielsen is distinguished even among the best journalists. He's that talented.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess if you cover a war story and lose your sight and stay in the field, you pretty much have a guaranteed Pulitzer
Like
Prize.
tenure.
Yeah.
Really now? I never would have guessed we were being interviewed by such a celebrity.
Marcel Nielsen. If we get the chance, let's speak with him again sometime.
We really shouldn't.
So, when I was near the end of Cold Steel, I DM'd Jay and said, among other things, I was like, by the way, that blind journalist guy is 100% the Grandmaster of Ouroboros.
Oh, he should be.
Tragically, well, so since then, we now know what the Grandmaster looks like, and it's not that. But I
Could still be him.
There could be shenanigans, but I think more likely he is an Anguis. I still think he is.
You think he's
I still
part
think
of...
he is part of Ouroboros.
So that little hissing I was doing in the background was actually what he was doing as
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
talking about them.
That was just him introducing himself. Okay. So anyway, that happened. And now we're gonna go ahead and do this boss.
And we can get Randy back.
Yep, and we did this last time, so
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
sit through this. It's unlikely.
Randy, who habitually hangs out in mines. Thank goodness.
Excellent.
All right,
my-
let's rock.
I think my food has arrived. Just in
So
time.
weak to Earth and Mirage. All right, and he is susceptible to stat down, which means he's gonna get fucked. Let's see. Yeah, we'll
Spotlight is brought to us by Domino's.
Yeah,
Domino's.
tonight's food is brought to us by Domino's.
Now let's see. I think what we're gonna do.
My tonight's
Yeah,
food is brought to us by Wendy's.
Ooh, Wendy.
No, okay. Let's strength down you.
Finally grabbed that Wendy's lemonade because people told me it's pretty good. It is pretty good. It tastes a bit like a melted.
Candle.
I don't know if these are. No, it's not as good as a candle. At like ballparks, you can get these like shaved ice, Italian shaved ice cups that come with like a shitty little wooden hourglass spoon, and it tastes like one of those melted down. So it's very fake tasting and very sugary, but it's quite good. It's solid. I'd give this a 4, which is not bad at all for lemonade.
I respect your drive to rate all lemonades. I find it commendable, and
Thank you.
in 2016 I did the same thing for hot dogs, and let me tell you something.
Oh, that's so much more dangerous.
It's harder. Like with the lemonade, you could take like 2 sips and go, okay. You could kind of form an opinion. I don't have. With a hot dog, it's very difficult for me to go. You take a single bite of hot dog, and if I hate it, to just leave it uneaten. I'm not that kind of girl.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use burst mode for the first time.
I'm here to say that Burger King's hot dog was the worst hot dog.
Sorry to hear that, though I'm not terribly surprised.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sorry to hear that you ate it. Unsurprised to hear the listing.
When I went up to the window to order it, I went through the drive.
Are we talking about the Burger King hot dog?
Yes.
Oh god,
said-
what a miserable fucking experience that was.
I asked. I was like, okay, can I? And it was just like a plain hot dog, mustard and ketchup. These are the only things I put on all the hot dogs, so that they're all evenly kind of like the same.
That's fair, yeah.
And I said, one of your hot dogs, please. And then the girl went, like, I heard her exhale. And
She was like, what?
She was
Oh,
like,
no.
anything else? And I was like, no. Just
no,
that one.
I'm saying you should get anything else.
And she was like, okay, that'll be like, $2.25. And I was like, okay. And like I just heard, like, she was not happy with me for ordering this food, and I went up and I paid for it in cash because I didn't even want to swipe my card for that monster.
You didn't want want it on digital record that you purchased.
I didn't. I was like, no receipt, please. And she rolled her eyes and she was like, can you please pull ahead into the parking lot? And I was like, okay, because I already felt like I was being a burden for asking for the hot dog. And I pulled ahead and we waited for a little bit because it was me, Austin, and Ash in the car. And we waited for a while to get the hot dog. And she comes out and gives me the tiny little bag. And
Tell me why this motherfucker still smelled exactly like every other thing from Burger King.
Smelled exactly like a Whopper. Everything about it. We opened the bag and the stench of Burger King filled the car. The bun was ice fucking cold.
Oh, God.
And the hot dog itself was clearly microwave and like split open.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. So ice cold bun, like
Ice cold mustard mayo. But
It was-
hot bun, a hot dog.
hot dog, cold bun. It tasted exactly like a Whopper. Like the exact same everything
Was
as
it-
a Whopper.
Were they using beef for their hot dogs? Like Vienna beef style beef?
God, probably the same beef that they use for their fucking burgers.
Given the texture of it, it didn't have the texture of any sort of all beef hot dog.
I can't tell the difference, but all right.
I don't know.
You're
Like,
the expert. I don't even know why I said that. You tried all the hot dogs.
I've eaten a lot. I've eaten more hot dogs than I'm honestly proud of.
There's no amount of hot dogs you should be proud of eating, Mo.
I mean, everyone loves a glizzy now and then. It just hits the spot.
What?
Glizzy is in fact hot dog slang.
So I just want to call out a couple things about that battle. First, burst in this game makes it so that only your party gets turns until the gauge has fully counted down. Every turn, everyone in your party regains 20 CP, and when you activate it, it removes all status ailments.
Oh boy.
So, it's very strong. The other thing is that our strat for that boss will become a recurring theme, which is any boss that is not immune to being stat downed, instantly slapped with maximum speed down and maximum strength down is basically fucked.
Yeah.
What in the world was that?
I don't think I've ever been so like disinterested to read a cutscene. I'm so invested in
This hot dog story.
And, like, so I was talking to Lamp, who
Mhm.
doesn't know you, Mo, that well, and I was talking about you two because I was showing Lamp the Billie Eilish and Sasuke gift that you got me.
Yeah.
And Lamp was like, "Yeah, I don't really know Mo." And I was like, "Yeah." And I mentioned, I was like, "Yeah, we did an escape room, the four of us together." And Austin and Mo do a lot of escape rooms, so it was good to have them. And she's like, "Oh, I don't know what Austin and Mo get up to." I'm like, "Austin, I think I know the vibe of. You could tell me anything about Mo, and I would believe it implicitly." Like, so just be, like, great example of just. By the way, at one point I tried every hot dog.
In my town. Yeah, so
Yeah.
somebody asked, let's find the silver lining on this. Mo, what is the best hot dog? It's not a silver lining. It actually makes the story worse.
What is the best hot dog?
In my opinion, I don't know if this is everywhere, but there's a hot dog stand directly outside of Home Depot. And
Oh, that was the best one.
yeah, in my opinion, the fucking snap on that bitch, that was a good fucking hot dog. Like the bun was buttered, like it was good.
Nice. I'm gonna actually read this
Fire,
cutscene
go
now.
ahead.
Making me fight some crazy-ass monster my first minute back on the job. I just went through survival training, you know? Well, whatever. Glad we pulled that one out.
You look like you barely broke a sweat.
As rambunctious as ever. That was pretty impressive.
I owe you one, Randy.
Mo, do you want to take Ellie again now that Randy is here?
Sure, I'll take Ellie. I love being mean to Lloyd through Ellie.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
But how did you know we were here?
Well, after I wrapped up training and was dismissed, I went straight back to the SSS building. Then I heard you guys were on your way to Mainz. By the time I finally caught up, you were already neck deep in it down here.
Yeah, talk about a lucky break.
What about the cave-in at the entrance?
Oh, I caused that to make sure
Yeah.
that nobody else, to make sure that you guys didn't get away from me again.
Randy.
The Mainz miners punched through a little while ago. Second they did, I made my way in and came running after you. The good boy here showing up as backup was a coincidence. Glad he did, though.
Thanks, Zeit.
Full of surprises, aren't you, boy?
Thank you, Zaid. Remind me to pick up some meat for him later.
Hey,
you
guys okay? Yeah.
Gantz and the Miners.
Hey, thanks for the hand earlier,
My
boys.
favorite band.
Yeah.
Someone was voicing this guy last time.
It
wasn't me.
Thank the goddess
It's
you're all
Austin.
in one piece.
And a red-haired angel.
Thank you for helping me out so quickly.
No need. We were the ones who asked you to do this job. I can hardly believe what's going on in here.
Aren't these tunnels that our great-grandfathers mined?
I never heard anything about them being like this. More importantly, why did the entrance suddenly cave in like that? Like Zoinks?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think we should go back to town for now. We can explain things fully once we're there.
I agree. Let's report all of our findings to Mayor Bixen.
Like Zoinks Zeit?
By the way, a close second in the hot dog line before I close the hot dog line. 7-Eleven.
It was 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven was my number one.
It's
Yeah.
cheap. It's cheaper, and in that way, it's
It's
Kind of.
cheaper, but it also like it's pretty good. Like it's
I'm gonna
just
be
like,
honest. I am terrified at the prospect of getting hot dogs from convenience stores because I have zero trust in their hygiene.
Yeah, that is a fair
that is
a
why it's second.
yeah, that is a fair like estimation to have, but it was just legit. Like of all of the places that we went, I was like, this is kind of the one that I like the most.
I was thinking it on the drive here too, but damn, this hot dog is great. Don't you think I'm gonna be a total lady killer driving around this thing?
Is that what you think? It's like your mom's SUV. My mom's dead.
Only amateurs need to rely on wheels to get where they want to be, if you catch my drift.
I never said I needed anything.
I think he got you. Sorry to tell you, but I think Wisey might have you beat in that department, Randy.
Come on, Noel, how are you gonna do a fellow CGF alum dirty like
Sorry,
this?
what? The car bounced really hard and
Yeah.
Lloyd couldn't hear you.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, Randy. You got a spare key from the chief, didn't you?
When did you learn how to drive an orbital car?
During my training, actually. You should all learn too. Could come in real handy.
Ladies
yeah,
don't drive.
you're right.
There's no downside to learning. It may prove quite useful.
Well, given the choice, I'd prefer to be driven than to drive. Oh,
Oh.
We still don't know who was responsible.
I can't imagine they did it without a motive. Where could they have found explosives like that? Even the CFG doesn't use those kinds of things regularly.
are you sure it couldn't have just been a blast charge that was lying around in their old mine? Granted, I don't know much about explosives, but still.
No, it wasn't.
Do you know something we don't?
Based on the smell of the residue near the entrance, I'd say that was a newer model of explosive. No older than 1 or 2 years, and a high-performance one at that.
Randy? You don't say.
I'm shocked you could discern all that from just the smell.
It's not like gunpowder weapons are completely obsolete. They've fallen out with regular armies, but even now, some people prefer them. Especially Jaegers.
Are you saying...
So then...
I'm just talking in hypotheticals. For the record, Erebonia is still the largest user of gunpowder weapons. They even have a large stockpile of old Reinford models.
Really?
I figured you'd know a lot more about these things than us.
Doing a real bad job acting as Wazy tonight.
But Erebonia, huh? That makes matters even more complicated.
Yeah, especially after yesterday.
What? Something happened?
Yes, actually.
So, that playboy really is an Imperial spy, huh? Always knew he wasn't normal. Could tell from the gallons of jizz.
Excuse?
More than a spy, he's a captain of their intelligence division. He's just getting his stink everywhere. He might simply be here to scope out
And
the city
his
ahead of their
spunk.
trade conference. But there's also that redheaded girl who is with him.
Oh, that girl, yeah.
Haha! I'm terrible.
No, I'm not reading that.
Yeah. Oh, what's this?
Oh.
I missed something horrible?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Even worse.
Well, it was pretty bad. Like, we should have called the police, but we is the
Whoa.
police.
Yeah, why didn't you arrest her?
I don't know.
Wazy, why did
Okay,
you
stop.
introduce it that way? This is horrible.
I can sympathize with how Risha is treated by Ilya now.
Oh, right. Reminding us that there are many
Yeah.
lesbian overtoned sexual predators in this
But it's
series.
fine when Annabelle does it.
I guess there are some similarities, ha ha ha. But
Very
all
much.
jokes aside, things may be coming to a head soon. Don't forget, she wasn't a normal civilian.
She wasn't the only one. There's also that man we met on the West Crossbell Highway yesterday who came from the direction of the Empire. And he killed all them bugs. Come to think of it, he had red hair too.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
It wasn't red like Lecter's. Lecter's is more like a pinkish,
Hmm.
almost. But more like that girl's. In fact, they might have been the exact same shade. Wait a minute!
Could it be?
So, it was the same as mine, huh?
Does that mean anything to you?
Well, shit. So they finally come.
Randy, what do you mean?
Snake.
Ugh. Now what?
Hi, this is Reen Schwarzer. I hear you were about to learn someone's backstory. I'm here to not have that happen.
Oh. All right. Click.
Yeah.
Yes! Probably Sergey.
Bannings, it's me, Reen
I
Schwarzer.
don't think. Yeah.
Oh, that's the voice.
I don't think he calls him Banning. I don't know who this is actually. Oh, okay.
Oh, Dudley.
Manning, it's me.
I heard you were away on business. Did you just get back?
Yes, this afternoon. Emma filled me in. She said you were a big help yesterday.
Oh, is she hanging out with Reen right now? Oh, it was nothing. Just doing our duty.
Who the hell is Reem?
Never
More
talk to me
importantly,
again.
has something
Never
happened?
call this number again. You called me.
Dudley
Yes.
calls you up. How did you get this number?
You called me. Yes, I figured you should know. You should all know. The old Ravash compound was sold today. It officially has a new owner. The name on the deed is Crimson & Co.
Crimson & Co.
Very ominous.
Wait, it's not Heiue?
Seems they snatched the contract from right under their noses. It's an imperial company that has a pretty checkered history, too.
They're from the Empire. What kind of company is it?
They run a high-class club in the imperial capital named the Noir Blanc. I don't know. I can't speak French. They also opened a branch location in Crossbell City about a year ago. Apparently, they're aiming to launch a full-scale expansion into the state.
But it must be a front, right?
Well, is Orlando there?
Randy? Yeah, we just met up with him.
You should hear the details about this Crimson and Co. from him.
No.
I'll contact you again tonight.
Wait!
What's wrong? What'd he say?
That sounded like quite the conversation.
Now I get it. So, they got their hands on the old Refuge building, did they? Noel, when we get back to the city, mind taking us to the entertainment district? Park her right by the back alley entrance.
Sure, but...
Randy, just what is this Crimson and Co.?
Well, like I'm sure Dudley said, it's an Erebonian company that manages one of Heimdall's most poppin' clubs, Noya Blanc. But in reality, it's a front used to fund the Red Constellation Jaeger Corps.
Ruh-roh. Look, 2 clowns. Wow.
Honk honk!
Oh, God.
Ha! We're done here. Shall we head back? Then again, stopping by the deserted mine could be interesting.
If that. Shit. If that's where you're going, then be careful. In the meantime, the fool is needed elsewhere.
Heh, do your worst. That reminds me. Our assignments for this plan have been decided. You, the 7th Anguis, and I are going to be in charge.
Epinella's an Anguis, or is that an... Oh, wait.
No,
Dubs.
they mean...
Never mind. Yeah.
You, the 7th Anguis, and
Congratulations.
I.
The ambiguity of the Oxford comma is exposed.
That's Ouroboros' true goal, to remove the Oxford comma. I'm not sure why we do most of what we do.
I believe in the Grandmaster's grand
Their
plan.
vision of a world free of the Oxford comma.
Really now? Whipping out the big guns, are we? I suppose it makes sense. There are going to be some tricky pieces on the board. Maybe it's for the best.
That was my thought exactly. Before I forget, I think I'll leave the operational report on the Astral Code in your hands. I'm quite excited to see how it fares in a low-level network environment.
Don't look at me like that. Yeah, I'll take care of that when I've got free time. Well then, for the sake of our Grandmaster.
Chat. I mean, it's not like that makes Ouroboros make less sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Indeed.
true.
For the sake of the damnation of the Oxford comma.
What are we doing here, gang?
Ah!
What?
There may not be an audience, but there's probably no harm in making a declaration.
I love if that wasn't a teleporter, he just accidentally disintegrated himself. Introduces new antagonist with wacky design, kills them before they even meet the party.
God, it's like we got
Yes.
Gideon early.
I, Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool, as the Grandmaster's representative, hereby declare the Phantasmal Blaze Plan as now in motion.
It'll only take us 5 games to resolve it.
5 games? Oh my god. Why? What were we doing? What do you mean 3 of them are happening right now? Why?
Goodbye, Randy.
Ready!
Ugh, let's follow him.
You didn't even. You could have parked us closer. I'm gonna be honest with you, Noel.
No, I don't want to scratch the paint.
Yeah. We didn't want to have to balance around the burst gauge, so you can only use it in the climactic moments. Fuck you.
Say it sounds like bullshit.
No. I couldn't like a boba shop if bought this fucking building.
Hey guys, it's raining out.
Uncle.
Boy.
Shirley.
Ugh! Why does she look like that?
Oh, you know. Long time no see,
they-
Dolphy.
Oh, right, you weren't actually here when we did the stream where she showed up before. Yeah, so in this game, and you can tell it's like reflected in the Japanese VA in the Evo version of this game, Shirley's supposed to be like a Fee style, like too young to be in this line of work, and then between this game and Cold Steel 3, somehow she ages up like 8 years and her voice drops an octave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is for the best.
Yeah, no, I don't like Shirley in Cold Steel 3, but she's definitely... She doesn't look like this.
Yeah!
Look very different.
I don't remember who voiced her.
It was me.
Okay, oh, that's right, yeah.
Haha, long time no see, Dolphy.
This was you,
was
Austin.
I this guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
Train
probably
Oh,
was.
Spotter.
Austin, since Lecter's here.
It's been 2 years, but you haven't changed a bit.
Ever since they rehydrated Ganondorf.
Randy!
It's them, the ones from yesterday.
So the pieces begin to fall into place.
So, you really are related to them, huh? The hair color was a dead giveaway and all, but still. Wasn't expecting a family reunion today.
This is part of how I'm waging war against you without actually waging war against you.
Yes!
You know, just bringing in bad corporate business interests to your town. What are you doing here, Lecter?
Are you involved with the purchase?
Maybe a little bit. Man, it's a good thing we beat Heiwa and the four-eyed lily dragon or whatever to the punch.
Well, that's right. I had to back off the eastern quarter. I had to back off in the eastern quarter, but this time I'll get to play with them all I want.
The Eastern Quarter?
You mean that war you guys waged with Heiwa last year in Calvard? So, tell me, Uncle, what are you doing in Crossbell? What the hell are you planning?
I'm building a home for all of the Lagoos. We're here for business, obviously. More importantly, I've got to tell you, Randolph. My brother finally bit the dust.
What?
Oh.
That's right. Pop popped away. Happened last year while you were MIA.
The Jaeger King hopped on Pop.
Yikes.
He and Zephyr's boss ended up offing each other.
A battle to the death between the war god and his bitter rival, the Jaeger King. You should have seen it. It was awesome.
Ha. That's so. Stupid old man. He died doing what he loved. Bet he had a real satisfied look on his smug-ass face, didn't he?
Yep. Looked like he had the time of his life. Lucky old man. I wish I could find a rival like that.
If nothing else, he went down with no regrets.
Can we go inside, by the way? It's raining.
Aside from having a worthless deserter of a son. Vacation's over, Randolph. Keep your schedule open. We'll be in touch.
Later, Dolphy.
Catch you guys later.
I can't believe Lysander from the Pokemon series is here and he's evil now.
He's evil now!
I mean, wanting the world to be beautiful isn't evil.
Oh, is that what he was going for?
I vaguely think so, yes. It's been a long time. Oh, Randy.
He was trying to kill everyone.
Oh yeah. Randy, was that...
Are they who I think they are based off of the context that they provided in this conversation?
Yeah.
They said their name.
Vice leader of the Red Constellation, Sigmund Orlando, and his daughter, one of the commanding officers, Shirley Orlando. My
I swore
uncle
they
and
were
cousin,
siblings.
the strongest and worst of the ogres. Until Reen Schwartz.
Was that a fucking strike of lightning?
Shirley has, like, the distinct impression in my brain of being, like, the rare Trails boss who was, like, never as strong mechanically as they wanted her to be. Like, I remember kicking her ass so bad every time.
Yeah, you do it often.
In the first fight against her in this game, I managed to, using Burst, I managed to kill her before she got a turn.
Yeah. Oh, yay. It's that time. Guys, we're still just not gonna talk about the big cannon that's aimed at us from Erebonia, huh?
No.
Writers didn't think of that yet.
No, Lloyd. If we think about it, it becomes real. That's how canon works.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so.
That's how canon works, and how a cannon works.
Joke.
Joke.
All together, everyone. Joke.
Joke.
And that sums up the security plans for the next 3 days.
Detective, all you did was say joke.
Joke, please.
Need I stutter?
The CGF has already adopted a rigorous inspection system at the Belgard Gate and Tandrum Gate.
Spoiler alert, it doesn't work.
What? What do you know?
Oh, I don't know. I was just like, that's just how it always works out.
Look, I didn't want to say, but I'm actually from the future, and I've come back to prevent 9/11, but I couldn't figure out how to tell anyone without looking like I was suspicious.
What is 9/11?
Oh, you'll see.
Wait. As far as the rest of the city is concerned, if you would, Chief Yolik?
I don't know. Neither of these guys are characters, so whatever.
Inspector Donovan.
Right, the Metropolitan Division will have all hands on deck with city patrols these next few days. We're at max operations until the end of the conference, so don't worry.
As for the 2nd Division, our efforts will be focused on the train station, airport, and commercial areas. Thank you for flying with the CPD. Have a great day. We're also at full tilt until this is all said and done.
And as you know, the 1st Division will be in charge of the conference's security. I have little doubt our division is capable of handling any and all possible outcomes.
Everyone stares at the camera. There's no such thing as a flawless security system. That's where we come in, isn't it?
Yes, as I told you, I think it'd be best if the SSF's Chief Sergei were in charge of public relations here at HQ. What? We'd also like you to be in charge of coordinating with the Guardian Force, too.
You sure know how to ask a lot of a guy.
Oh my god.
Well, with how you're always sticking your nose into things, I'd say he's got the right man for the job. Our entire system's going to be stronger with you watching our blind spots.
You're really living up to that reputation as Sergei the Sentinel.
Oh, give me a break. I hate these names. Everybody's got one. It sucks. They all suck. Fuck this. Sergei the Sentinel?
Oh boy, I can see it.
Knock it off. Said it was a long time ago. Anyway, you're good with them. You're good with helping them out?
Yes, I'm fine with it. The SSS will do well as reserve forces for the time being. The window's so tiny, it's so hard to read.
Reserve?
We're to continue regular duties, but be ready to respond at a moment's notice if we're called in. Am I right?
Yes, essentially. The bracers use a similar method as well, but as you can imagine, we're doing the exact same thing because you're bracers. And since we have new tenants in the neighborhood, we need the insurance in case of unforeseen circumstances.
By tenants.
You mean the Red Constellation?
I do. Ah, Scorpion! The Red Constellation Jaeger Corps.
I do. Ah! Kills them.
I do, kisses CA. They're said to be one of the strongest corps in all of Western Zemuria. We've been able to confirm that the bulk of their forces have now entered Crossbell. We also have to take into consideration that they and Heiwa had a large-scale conflict in the Republic just last year.
See you in Kuro no Kiseki.
Aye, they're dangerous, all right.
Are you thinking they're going to come in after Heiwa again now that they're both in the same city?
No, actually. We're staying alert, but Jaegers are ultimately motivated by Mira. Just because there have been enemies before doesn't mean they're enemies now. Isn't that right, Orlando?
Suppose so. They couldn't care less about territory, unlike a mafia. Jaegers, all that matters is Mira and the battlefield. Not uncommon to have a beer today with the same guy you were trying to kill yesterday. Silver lining being, I don't think they're holding a grudge against Heiwa.
True, but that begs an even more elusive question, doesn't it?
Why am I here?
That's true. If it has nothing to do with Heiwa, then why has the Red Constellation come to Crossbell?
The First Division has been looking into that, but nothing has been confirmed as of yet. However, we have reason to believe they're being backed by the Imperial government, because they're hanging out with their head of intelligence, probably.
Hi, I'm the worst spy ever.
That's a fair
And yet,
It's impossible to overlook that it may be related to the trade conference itself. If so, maybe it does involve Heiwa, if they're being backed by the Republic.
I wouldn't rule it out. Point is, we can't just ignore them if this trade conference is ever going to go off without a hitch.
Obviously. On that note, we have intel that the Red Constellation has also been spotted on the outskirts of the state. If you're going to the surrounding towns and villages, it bears investigating while you're there.
Understood. Is there anything absolutely crucial that we need to do so that we know that we don't actually should do that right now, but instead go find a book?
What is wrong with you, Lloyd Bannings?
I just...
Lloyd,
Look,
stop. You know
This
you
is
can't read.
this is like when we had to raid the Mafia's base and you immediately went to the fucking library.
You know that is the one time I did not do that. We'll be gathering more information on the Red Constellation while tracking our support quests.
We'll also be
What?
able to drop whatever we're doing and provide backup if necessary. We're happy to help however we can.
Darn straight. We'll be counting on you, SSS.
I
Yeah.
like that they're respected now, because they pretty much exclusively did good jobs in the last
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, thanks for having our backs, kids.
I mean, they're like folk heroes by the end of Cold Steel 2.
That's true.
Which is also more or less the end of this game.
Yeah. Oh, you mean I get to fight Reen at the end?
That'd be great if they just spoiled that in 2 games in advance.
Yeah.
Well, it is the best moment of Cold Steel 2.
Can we play Palm Party again?
We can, technically.
The urgent requests are from the CGF and St. Ursula this time around. I'm a little surprised to see a request from Instructor Douglas, too.
Instructor Douglas? You're referring to the new deputy commander of the CFG, right?
Yeah, he used to be an instructor at the police academy prior to becoming a deputy commander. He's where I picked up my suppression techniques and hand-to-hand combat fitness.
Ooh, CQC. Before he was an instructor, he was a full-time member of the Guardian Force. But he got on the bad side of the CFG's former commander and was demoted so he wouldn't cause trouble.
Duggo was in charge of my training, too. The man's tough as nails. Wouldn't be surprised if he was the strongest guy in all the CGF.
Wow, sounds incredible.
what's his stupid epithet?
Yeah.
Oh god, it must be something absolutely ridiculous. and
Douglas,
crazy.
the strong man.
Ew. Considering his position within the CGF, I'm looking forward to meeting him and learning about his epithet.
This request is the perfect chance. And this other one seems to be from a newly appointed doctor at St. Ursula. Dr.
Hello, I am-
Blunter.
Exactly as a joke. I was going to a fucking T.
Yep, looks like they took over the pharmacology and neurology departments with Joachim gone. Wouldn't mind scoping out what kind of person they're like, if you feel me.
Oh, I do. I feel like I've heard. I swear to God, I thought he was gonna say, I feel like I've heard the name Joaquin.
Somewhere
Like,
before.
yeah, lazy.
He was just filing his nails through the entirety of the briefing on that.
I don't care. Who do you people think I am? I feel like I've heard the name Sayland.
Sayland, yeah.
So small. Sayland somewhere before, though. Isn't that a well-known name out in Reniferia?
You may be thinking of the Sayland Company. They manufacture medical equipment. They're a distinguished family with ties to the Grand Prince. It's possible our sender's related.
Awesome, I can't wait for them to start an opioid epidemic. Well, in that case, I doubt they're suspicious. Either way, we'll have to go to St. Ursula since they'd like to speak to us about the drug.
Oh, I feel like I've heard of this Sackler before.
Yeah.
Sounds like you'll be able to meet up with that big loving sister.
You're so fuck your sister with.
Oh.
You know, the chick who looks like a holy saint in her nurse's uniform, right? What am I doing?
Lazy, that's a little horny.
What? Well, I mean, yeah, Cecile has done so much for me over the years. Wait a minute, how do you know about her? You've never even met her.
Haha, my bad, I spilled the beans.
I spilled the beans.
Damn it, Randy!
Love him. Oh, you're only upset because they're right, Lloyd.
You are fucking your sister.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm not.
I'm a
Mary-
normal person. You guys are a bunch of freaks.
Sounds like Wazy was right on the mirror.
I'm compared to you people, I'm a normal person, and I'm a mushroom.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I'm a
human male.
Look, I'm just a fun guy.
Yeah, right. Although, considering how amazing she is, I can sympathize with them.
They flagged your account, Lloyd. They think you're a fungus. No, I'm a human. I'm a human male.
No one's buying it.
Sure.
Anyway, yes, I'd like to meet with Cecile before we see this new doctor. I'm worried how the hospital's been coping with all of the damage that Joachim did.
I agree. Oh, but isn't Shizuku coming to the city today? Kia left for the Bracer Guild to visit her a little while ago.
Yeah, she sounded really excited to play with Shizuku all day. I figure they're still at the guild, so let's check in on them if we have time.
That sounds good to me.
Sure, whatever. This Shizuku is oh my god. This Shizuku girl is the Divine Blade of Wind's daughter, right?
Yep, right around
She
Kito's
not?
age too. You wouldn't
Never
believe.
mind.
You wouldn't believe how sweet a kid she is, considering how uptight her old man can be.
Yeah,
Arios
Shizuku really is
Pretty
adorable.
nice to you guys. I don't know why you'd say that.
Fuck Arios McLean. Me and my homies
Why?
hate him.
What
Why
did Arios do?
It's because he has the hospital staff nannying his child. Maybe it's resentment. I was excited to meet her after hearing Fran make a fuss about how cute she is.
Sounds fun. Well, in that case, why don't we use our rounds as an opportunity to get to know the Divine Blade of Wind's family?
You're right. It's good to know your enemy.
And while we're at it, we can start looking into a certain someone else's family too.
Wazy!
Watch your mouth.
It's fine. The man's right. Jokes aside, we may share this. We may.
Way to
Falls
go,
over.
Randy.
Wazy, you used your holy powers to give him a seizure.
Testaments, baby.
Testaments, baby.
Oh, man.
Just does tiny little horns.
Jokes aside, we may.
Oh my god, I did it again! Fuck! Jokes
We may
aside,
shay.
we may share the same blood, but they're no laughing matter. Just like my inability to say those two words.
Wouldn't be surprised one bit if they're the ones who rigged the mine with explosives.
Randy,
Yeah.
You don't have to jump to conclusions that quickly, but you're right.
Nah.
Like, for sure.
easy. We're the police. We
Nah.
can't jump to conclusions that quickly.
I know Uncle and Shirley too damn well. This is just a hunch, but I'm pretty sure they were testing your skills out. They want to see the skills behind the team that snatched me away.
They went that far just for that?
And let me guess, to them it was all just harmless fun. They're the type to go to those lengths to satisfy their curiosity, aren't they?
Bingo. That kind of trap may as well have been a housewarming gift from the constellation. Sucks since I just got back, but it might be better if I looked into them by my...
No, this is exactly why we should all look into them. I don't trust you, Randy.
You smell.
What?
We shouldn't let the Red Constellation do as they please.
What,
We'll
do I
eventually
really
need to
smell?
ascertain why they're here in Crossbell and if they're working with the Imperial government, even though they clearly are. However, that's only something we should do together as the SSS.
Lloyd.
Wait, for real, do I smell?
Yes, Randy,
We-
yes.
We need you,
My
Randy,
God.
and I have no intention of letting you do this by yourself. I think it's fair to say you'd have a harder time without us, too. So please, stop trying to brush us aside.
Look at all the guilt in those eyes. He totally got you.
But he's right, though. Combining our strength in times of hardship is what the SSS does best, isn't it?
Why is she
And-
southern suddenly?
Because
She's been Southern.
She's
It's
been
gentle.
southern?
it's gentle.
Since Mo picked her up.
Oh.
Hi. I
haven't
bowl
been
her.
here.
Indeed,
Okay.
it is. How else would we have handled the cult incident without facing it as a team? Isn't this exactly the same, Randy?
Ha! You got me. Guess I've been acting like a bit of a selfish ass.
You don't say. Anyway, now that we have our own car, we should patrol outside the city while we work through these requests. This is a good opportunity for us to visit Belgard Gate and Armorica Village, too.
Right, we haven't been to either in a while. By the way, Commander Bales is stationed at Belgard Gate now, isn't she? Oh, yes, that's right. I think she's swamped preparing for the trade conference, though.
Muriel's out there too, so it'd be cool to check in on her.
Shall we be off then?
And don't worry, Randy. You don't smell like bad. It's just you're musty. It's okay.
Define musty.
Like, wash your fucking jacket. You know what I mean.
You can wash a jacket?
I hate men.
I thought you
I
just
really
had to
do.
burn them.
Do you change your
Man, I've been
pillowcase, Randy?
burning so
Yeah?
many jackets. No wonder I'm so poor.
Inky in the chat, musty regret.
Let's see. Wazy's gonna get good, but he's not great right now. So I think we're gonna go with this loadout for the moment.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Wazy's
Wee.
gonna become the most powerful caster later in the game for some reason.
Come.
Hey, Randy.
Come.
Come. What's up, Lloyd? You say come? Huh? What's up, Lloyd?
Trying to summon Ellie?
Regarding your father,
She's in the doorway.
Oh, that. I'm not too shook by it. Pretty common for people to bite the dust in that world. Besides, I cut all ties with my old man when I deserted. Doesn't mean I felt nothing, but, well, I was kind of relieved.
that's so. Listen, if you ever need to talk about it, I'm all ears. I am the leader, after all. I may even be able to offer some decent advice. Sorry, was that too rude of me?
Nah, you're good. I was just thinking about how much you've grown up. You're moving your honorary big bro to tears.
Oh.
Oh, please.
I love Randy.
It's just that I want to help you out if you need it. Maybe I'm not the most reliable, but that's what it means to be partners, right?
Damn, Lloyd. Alright, I get it. Maybe I'll tell you
Nice
the whole
try,
story
Ellie.
one day. I'm I'm counting on you when that day comes, partner.
He's called him partner.
Sure thing.
Huh?
Aw, what are you doing?
Are they?
Hey,
are they-
Ellie, what are you doing watching?
Are you two smooching in there?
Just coming right out and saying.
Sorry,
huh?
we'll be there in a second.
All right, let's take it slow and get this show on the road.
Slow.
Oh my god.
Randy is my big bro.
Ellie.
You shouldn't say that.
No!
Don't say that. Don't. No.
Ellie and fucking Ellie and Wazy swap boys love books.
He's her beta reader for all of her fanfiction.
It's like, all right, I'll take a look at it. Sure.
Just
Ooh.
gonna buy the new weapons.
Nice.
We'll get Wazy his, even though he's not usually gonna be in the active party. And let's see, armor. Get 3 of these, and 2 of these. Okay, let's throw those on real quick.
Wazy
It's
reads
the
the
Wazy
fanfiction. Wazy reads the fanfiction of himself that Ellie wrote, and is like, in some ways your characterization pretty good, but this is actually what I would do.
Hmm.
He corrects her.
Hooray! A colorful pinwheel.
Clearly, you haven't had a lot of experience directly spying on intercourse between men. So here, I'm gonna change this and that. That's not where you hold that. And
I would never use that brand. Disgusting.
Horrid.
oh, you need to wash that after you use it.
Just gonna check and see if they have. Okay, they do have level 2 quartz. I'm not gonna do quartz loadouts right now. I'll do those off stream, but those exist. All right, guide. Tell me how to not miss all the bullshit.
Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of bullshit to miss.
Missed it.
Yeah. You went to the shop first. You
Oh,
fucked
die.
up.
Yeah. Oh, gotta remember.
Goodbye.
Gotta remember to feed the cat today.
Mhm,
Let's
mhm,
see.
mhm.
Okay, we'll go through the ones that are actually worth seeing. Let's go to the police station.
And burn it down. SSS, someone's lighting the police station aflame. Don't worry, we're on our way.
We're on it.
Don't worry, we'll stand by and do absolutely nothing.
Hello, everyone. Oh, is that what I think it is? Is that a data fragment?
Oh, you mean this? We thought it could be useful when we came across it, but we haven't been sure what to do with it since then.
We found this
I
in
don't
the
know what
mine.
this is and where we got it.
Yes, that's it. This fragment can be used to restore corrupted memory quartz data. This is exactly what the forensics team needs. With this, it should be possible to decrypt the remaining data from the cult's info terminals.
Oh, I got you. Black record shit.
Oh, really? Will we be able to read the parts that Joaquin Gunter deleted?
Yes, though it will only decrypt some of the remaining pages from each terminal, not all of them. It shouldn't take long to have the decryption done.
The last fragment is in the final dungeon.
Would you like to have it sent to the forensics team?
Of course. Go right ahead.
Very well, please wait a moment.
Oh boy.
So,
Aaron's read there is very like my energy.
Yeah.
I appreciated it.
So we're not going to check on those with every update, but near the end of the game, we'll be able to go and take a second pass of Joaquin Gunter's YouTube rants. With all of the redacted parts unredacted, which most of it is what you'd expect, but some of it is interesting and new information.
We found a mirror upload of his YouTube
Yeah.
persona.
Yeah.
Oh, we found an hour and a half long video of him smoking a Gandalf pipe and refuting Christianity.
Someone was ripping all his videos and rehosting them on Dailymotion.
Now we can sometimes watch them.
Yeah.
Let's check.
Unfortunately, the final dungeon of this game is using Dailymotion.
Oh, good. Gonna need to do the casino game so that I can get a fishing rod. but I'm not going to do that right now.
Fishing is now outlawed in Crossbell because it reminds us of the time that maniac
Do you-
doctor showed up.
Do you think that, like, the reason he avoided the, like, genocide of cultists was that he was out
away fishing?
Yeah.
That is
Turns out Joachim was not particularly high ranked. He wasn't even really all that into it.
Oh, that's right.
He was just like, yeah, this is work. Whatever. It's a place for me to ignore and go fishing.
I am a Dracula now.
Yes!
We have company!
Well, if it isn't my favorite little guy and his friends. Sorry if we're interrupting.
Not at all. It's good to see you. And welcome back, Randy.
Bless you, Risha. Knowing that I was in your thoughts has made me a happy man.
But man, I get to see you and Ilya in your costumes up close and personal. I've seen you wear
I
them
can't
countless...
begin to tell you how happy I am.
Yeah. I've seen you wear them countless times, but damn, doesn't compare to now.
You better soak it in.
That's a little embarrassing. I'm sure it's not that exciting.
Randy's always had trouble remembering where a lady's eyes are.
What the hell are you talking about, Wazy? Randy Orlando is all about respecting women. In fact,
Here is a 6-hour rant on why women should be enslaved.
God.
Yes. Randy drinks
The
respect women.
benefits of pedophilia.
Fuck.
5 hours on YouTube.
Let's redact it. Okay, well that's quite enough out of
Let's
you for one day.
re-redact.
Yes.
Oh, there's a reason this was redacted. And it sucks.
You thought I was hiding cult secrets? Nine. I was just deleting my search history.
Oh boy.
Sorry about that. We're still in the process of housebreaking him. So, you guys taking a break from rehearsal? Something like that. We're doing a bit of fine-tuning for tomorrow's performance.
It is going to be a unique audience after all. Yes, I can hardly believe how many heads of state will be in attendance.
That's right. The dignitaries will be coming here.
Yeah, we heard about that during our debriefing at headquarters.
Well, they are guests of honor in Crossbell, after all. What better entertainment do we have to offer than an Ark and Seal performance?
yeah, that's a good point.
I'd be so nervous having to perform in front of everyone.
Yes, the troupe does seem to be a little on edge today. Thankfully, we have Ilya's nerves of steel to lean on.
What? Worrying your heads over every little thing isn't going to solve your problems. It doesn't matter who sits in the audience. I'm always going to try my hardest.
Goodness, I do not know how you do it, Ilya. You're even approaching the encore performance with the same level of enthusiasm as you did on opening night.
Encore performance?
For Golden Sun Silver Moon, correct? Oh, it's receiving an updated version.
Oh yeah, they did that for Gen 4.
Yeah.
Thanks. That has been the word on the street. It sounds like there are going to be some interesting new additions as well. They added
You got
turbo
that
mode.
right. It was a little challenging to revise an already complete play.
In order to include Giratina.
Yeah. But our goal is to raise the script and direction to a whole new level of perfection.
We hope it will win your affection. Please try a nice, sweet, cold confection.
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
What are you two doing?
Once production for the original version is closed, we'll take a month off and begin preparing for the encore performance.
I assume that's what you meant when you said things were about to get busy the last time we met. You betcha.
A whole month of rehearsal, though? You guys are putting in a lot of effort into the new scenes.
Golden Sun Silver Moon is already one of Ark and Seal's best plays ever. Can't imagine how insane it's gonna be if you're improving it.
Oh my god, what
No
a
kidding. I'm here to set the stage on fire, not cut corners. Of course, this encore is going to get my all. We need to put our heart and soul into creating plays to show our wonderful guests the time of their lives. That is what we, the artists of Arkansas, were born to do.
I don't think there's anyone out there that's as passionate about performing as you are, Ilya. Oh, I can't wait. You've got me sold.
Just a little more patience, guys. The curtain will rise before you know it. Whether it's your first time seeing it or you saw the original, this performance is going to sweep you right off your feet. There may even be a surprising casting. I bet you guys are going to be shocked. Really now? Now I'm looking forward to it even more.
That just makes me want to get him back even more.
Don't be
I don't want to
ridiculous.
be
You can't
rude.
afford tickets.
Fuck.
I don't want to be rude. What are we doing here? What are we doing
What is
here,
this?
you guys?
What is this scene? What's happening here?
Oh, you know.
That was a event that raised Ilya's bonding points.
Oh, Ilya is bondable.
Oh, why did we do it?
So
to get her away from
in this game, only the party members and maybe there might be like one or two non-party characters who are like final bonding eventable, but the ones who are not, if you get their bonding points high and like spend a ticket with them later in the game in the Grand Trails tradition, they will give you a pants-shittingly powerful accessory at the end of the
nice.
game.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Also,
Awesome.
that's also Arkanseal's not in this game as much as the last one, so I wanted to do an event so we could hang out with them once.
You're gonna
Let's
shit
see.
your pants when you get this accessory.
The pants shitter.
The pants shitter.
It does it for you, so
Get
you don't have
on,
to.
shit off. The
You merely have to do it as you want.
Oh my god, I forgot they gave him a portrait!
Oh man, and I gave him the exact right voice.
Yeah.
God, he has the earring and everything. Oh yeah, I started playing that Palm Potter
Oh,
game the
God.
other day. You guys want to have a go at it? Let's have ourselves a friendly little match if you're free.
Oh, yeah.
Wide
Oh, people are already doing this, huh? All right.
Where you going? Wait, you didn't even say no. Wait, come back.
Oh god, can someone take one of these baby girls? Hi
Yeah.
guys!
Good morning, everyone.
Hey there, Kia. Looks like you two are having fun. Shizuku.
I'm showing her how to knife fight. It's been some time since we last met, Shizuku.
You're right.
So, this girl's the Divine Blade of Wind's daughter, hmm? She's just as cute as you said.
Yeah, she doesn't look as strong at all.
See, I told you.
What is Lloyd's beef?
I could totally kick her ass.
I could beat the shit out of this blind 9-year-old.
This voice. You're Noelle, right? You helped me make a present for my father once.
Wow, you remember me?
Oh, that's
Consider-
her name.
It was just the once? I'm flattered.
Kia told me you had new members. Are you two the ones she mentioned?
Wheezy Hemisphere. Oh, that's my name. I know, right? The pleasure is all mine.
Likewise. Pleased to meet you.
Come on, Shizuku, you gotta introduce yourself too.
Oh, okay. I'm Kia's friend, Shizuku McLean. I know you've been a great help to my father. I'm grateful for all that you've done for him.
I know I don't look like my last name should be McLean.
Yeah.
But alas, I think Arios has been a greater help to us, quite frankly.
That's putting it a little lightly.
That's not true. My dad sucks. He said it was
Oh.
because of you that you all solved that case together.
Together?
Shizuku's a good kid, ain't she? She's always been thoughtful like this.
So, did you guys come because you wanted to play too?
Sorry, Kia. We only came to say hi to you and Shizuku, I guess. Because it's been so long. We've still got work to do, so feel free to play your heart out with Shizuku. Learn her
Sure.
weaknesses.
Huh?
Have a nice day and good luck with your work, everyone.
All right.
Weakness number one.
incident for this bit.
I don't. It was just that you made you talked about it earlier. I was like, what? Why don't they like Arias? And now I'm taking it to 11.
Okay.
Kia just continues to teach Shizuku how to knife fight. It's
Oh,
unacceptable.
she's stronger than I thought.
Shizuku is blind.
Well, this old bat just gave us the 3rd volume of the book. You have to actually use her talk option to even find it. She doesn't come out and volunteer it.
No, she wouldn't.
Almost got you that time. 5 minutes later, and I'd have set this book on fire.
Let's see. We got the book. Okay. I think that's all the little vignettes we need. We can go to Ignis for a scene, which I assume is gonna be Wald fucking crying.
He's just drinking.
Yeah. Crying and shitting and eating spaghetti.
We just go to Wald and he's dying of a heroin overdose. It's just like really dark.
Can't take the
Is
loss.
that story true, Koki?
According to that Brad, it
Door
is.
is open to me.
Yeah, hell it is. I'll never believe that bullshit. There's no way Wald got his ass kicked like that.
Oh no. Are they referring to the fight in the rain?
Yeah, they must be.
Dots.
Why are we here?
You ass! How do you have the balls to show your face here?
Well, I'm pretty sure I fucking own this building now.
Wazy.
Didn't you see Wald's alimony documents?
Didn't you see
Well,
our
a piece of
prenup?
us now. Is that it?
Oh god.
Fine, bring it. I'm gonna pummel that pretty boy face in, asshole. In your asshole. Hey!
Whoa.
Stop, Luganov!
Even if... Oh.
Oh, this is still me.
Still
Yeah.
Jed.
Yeah.
Even if what that little bastard said was true, we'd make Wald look bad by fighting here. Wald would lose his shit if he saw us fighting.
Damn it.
I don't know why you're here. We got better things to do than to throw down with you, so beat it. If you're here to pick a fight with us, you've got another thing coming.
I have literally not said one word. That was never my intention anyway. Sorry to have bothered you guys. Let's get out of here. Seriously, what are
Sure.
we doing, guys?
Yeah, why are we here? Wait, that was the cutscene?
I guess. I was hoping Wald was gonna be there.
I like to imagine that, like, Wazy, in absence of Dudley, Wazy is the one who's like, literally, I don't understand
Guys, why
your
are you doing
operating
this?
tactics.
You guys are just futzing around town? You guys get paid for this?
Jesus.
You get paid for this too, Wazy.
Oh.
All
You
right.
guys are getting paid?
Yeah. Wait, you guys.
You're
are
not getting paid?
I'm reminded there's a really good bit from Community where a professor has to like fill in for an anthropology teacher, and he's the psychology teacher, and he's just like, all right, so first day, what is anthropology? Writes it on the board. Seriously, does anyone know? This is really not my field. It's the study of humanity. Wow. And I thought psychology was a racket. All right, that's it.
That's very funny. Just go into places that give us DP later. There's only this and one other. He just gave us the key to the old mine. Need to get in the car. I don't
Get in
want
the
to
car?
walk
Yeah.
all the way back.
We just leave it there, and then by the time we get home, it's back in our parking lot.
It's a good thing those carjackers are so responsible and helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, oops, no, yeah, we want to go all the way to Belgard Gate, and we can drop in and see Sonia.
Ooh.
Yeah, who's that?
Aram girl, not voiced by Aram, green hair.
Oh, yeah.
We're just gonna, yeah, who? We're just gonna go, because this also adds DP later. I would have done some of this stuff off screen, but unfortunately,
We had a boss fight.
yeah, we had a boss fight, and also I had to backtrack
Oh,
to do that.
hi!
Yeah, she's got a
Who
portrait
is
now.
Cute.
She was in the last
Who?
game just a little bit.
I don't remember you.
Good to see you again, SSS. Oh, and if it isn't the idiot. I mean, how have you been, Randy?
Excellent.
Ha, I heard that just now, Muriel. You can't fool me. I know how you really feel. You've been feeling lonely ever since I went back to the SSS, haven't you? Don't you remember what you said when I walked out the door? Don't go, Randy! Stay with me forever!
I said no such thing. Shut your stupid mouth, Randy.
Oh, like two peas in a pod.
Like two husks in a cornfield.
Oh.
Like one husk of a corn in Moe's backyard.
Oh, good to see you're doing well, Warrant Officer Muriel.
Speaking of which, Randy tells us you're in line to receive a promotion. Congratulations.
I see that they've already put your portrait on.
Right. I honestly feel like I don't deserve it. I was the one who led the assault on the IBC during the cult incident. That should have been a serious offense. Sure, but you were being drugged and being manipulated. You're hardly liable for that night, right? I know. That's what my head tells me, but my heart still has regrets. It's not easy to forgive myself.
Yeesh, why do you always gotta be so damn stubborn? You earned that promotion for basically running this place when that old idiot of a commander was flaking out all the time, yeah? Just accept it. The commander wouldn't be offering it to you if she didn't think you earned it.
You know, it'd be better if you were this supportive to her all the time, Randy.
What are you talking about? Supportive is my middle name. How'd you think I got this job?
I believe you when you say that supportive is your middle name. Randy Supportive Orlando.
Orlando?
I know you're right, and I do plan to accept it. Thank you, Randy.
Ah, what was that?
Randy.
Nothing. Forget it.
Oh, I love that.
I like
shit so
Muriel.
much.
I wish she mattered.
She's cute. She's cute.
Oh, wow.
Oh, good to see you, Commander Bales.
Same to you, Sergeant Major Seeker. I see you met the blonde girl and Jello lost his shit like the predictable simp he is. I take it your assignment to the sis is treating you well? To the sis, we're gonna have to fuck.
How are we supposed to get shish when we only have a fuck?
We're gonna suss and we're gonna suss and we're gonna suss and we're gonna suss. What is going on? So this is the famed commander of the CGF, Miss Sonia Balls.
People of Crossbell, among us, sus.
To be able to run an organization like the Guardian Force, she must be quite the skilled woman. Yes, you've all been extremely good at your job.
Yeah, you could say that again. The SSS is in her help, in her death. Long time no see, Commander. Sorry for being late, but congratulations on your promotion.
Oh, pay it no mind. Though now that you mention it, it has been a while since we last met. Considering the upcoming trade conference, it's no wonder why we haven't had a chance to meet.
I imagine you're far busier than we are. We're just futzing around town.
So much dialogue in this game is dedicated to just people saying
Just
hello
catching
to each
up.
other for no reason. Perhaps I've been inspecting the area around the conference site nearly every day this month. Our goal is to expect the unexpected when the time comes.
Are you expecting a crazy man with a flute?
What?
What?
Who looks like you with a haircut?
Can't blame you. Those foreign dignitaries are gonna be arriving tomorrow.
Sorry we barged in on you, Commander. Maybe this wasn't the best time to visit.
I can't believe they let you into the High Commander's office. Don't I have anyone on the door? On the contrary, you are just the people I wanted to see. I have something I need to tell you all.
You do?
Shish!
The other day, a certain group stopped by Belgard Gate. They introduced themselves as the Red Constellation, the the most powerful Jaeger Corps in Western Zemuria.
I wonder who they were.
Lloyd.
What?
They came here directly.
I know you have a history with the Red Constellation, Orlando. That's why I wanted to speak with you about this personally.
They say why they were here?
No. And according to the...
No!
According to the guardsmen on duty, they didn't do anything especially suspicious.
How dare you eat food?
After they arrived, they stayed in the mess hall for a while. Then, they met with an Imperial trader and left the gate together. They met with a trader from Erebonia. Maybe it had something to do with Crimson & Co. business?
Right, the Shell Corporation used to finance the Red Constellation. That's the most likely conclusion, though I never thought they'd be so blatant as to operate in the open. The CFG exists to protect Crossbell, yet they waltz right through our defenses without a second thought.
We can't prove that they've done anything criminal in Crossbell yet, except for murder some monsters in a way that we disagree with.
Well,
They may not be trying to act covert, but there's no direct evidence linking them to the incident at the deserted mine either. Also, counting every passenger on a train is pretty fucked up when you think about it.
It was quite frankly freakish.
If they weren't a bunch of show-offs, they wouldn't be running a fancy club. Thanks for the intel, Sonia.
There's no need to thank me. This wasn't free. Holds out a wallet. I think it's safe to say the Red
Takes it.
Constellation will require some... No. Will require some special...
One of my favorite Brooklyn Nine-Nine jokes is there's a scene where Gina and Jake are at a bar together, and she like says something, and he's like, "Of course, that's it!" And he gets up and runs away, and she's just like, "Hang on, aren't you forgetting something?" Oh, comes back, hesitantly like leans forward and pecks her on the cheek. What? No! Pay your bill!
I think it's safe to say the Red Constellation will require some special attention in our security planning for the trade conference. If you happen to learn anything more about them, please inform the CGF as well.
Roger that. We'll remember.
And there
Who are we
is...
Who is that?
Yeah, who was that? I thought it was in the last game, and it clearly wasn't. Somewhere in one of these games, and I feel like it must be this one, there is actually a scene that references the railway cannons, and it's on the roof of this gate, and I'm wondering if it's now. There's the other reason I wanted to come here.
So that I'd shut up about the cannon?
Yeah. They have it while looking this way. Looking out here, because that's what leads to Erebonia. No, it's not right now, I guess.
The cannon should be, like, right up there, right?
Well, I mean, they're higher up, I guess. But, yes, they're on the Erebonian side of this bridge. I know that scene exists. I'm gonna keep an eye out for it in the guide to see if they ever reference a scene on the roof of Belgard Gate, because it is nice to get the one time you get a Crossbell character's point of view on the fact that they've got a fucking gun pointed at them.
Erebonia's just got on you at all times.
Yeah.
I mean, they really don't do anything with those cannons ever. I kind of wish they never existed, frankly. If they're going to be as poorly utilized as they were.
Okay.
I think they mostly just existed to build tension at that one scene.
Oh, the master.
Or pretty much for that one chapter.
That extremely important flash forward.
Yeah.
That I hate.
I hate it.
I'm like most of the time, since I'm dating the #1 Trails fan in North America, I'm like, I understand that Jay appreciates different aspects of these games than me, and that's fine. But the one thing I'm kind of hoping I get to be like, sorry, hun, you're wrong, this was bad, is the mechanical explanation for why the flash forwards exist and what they are doing. And he explained it to me. I'm like, that's a cool concept. I thought they did an awful job of it, even knowing that every time in Cold Steel. I'll be very surprised if I think anything else by the end of this game. But I will give it a chance.
So, in my opinion, the only one of those flash forwards that applies to is the one at the beginning of Trails from Zero. And it will come up in this game. I think anyone who uses that to try to justify the ones in Cold Steel is, like, talking out their ass trying to justify something that even the game didn't think up, and it's just stupid and bad.
What was the one at the beginning of Trails from Zero?
So at the beginning of Trails from Zero, we got
We don't have Estelle and Joshua with.
We got a flash forward of the SSS, just the SSS, not Estelle and Joshua, entering the Sun Fort to go get Joachim. And right as they, like, enter, it fades out, and Lloyd was, like, flash forward dreaming that while he snoozed on the train.
Does this mean that I have prophecies?
Anyway, we're here to get, we're here because they're researching these ancient alchemists, that apparently built this place, and as well as the Moon Temple and the Sun Fort, and they remembered that, like, oh right, there's a shit ton of books on the top floor of Stargazer's tower. Why we never actually investigated those. Let's do that, just to give context for why we're here.
Beautiful Stargazer.
So
tower.
why did we stop at those other places? Hello?
Mostly to waste time.
Hello,
You know.
DP.
I'm in Crossbell, wondering why you people waste my fucking time.
Thought you were gonna say, DP, I'm in Crossbell, wondering why you pee-pee.
Yeah.
I'm not you, Aaron.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think they're just in media res. I don't think I don't think Lloyd had any prophetic dreams, chat. Wait a minute.
I can't talk about them further than that right now.
We'll be able to talk about it at the end of this game.
Didn't those used to be super full?
Oops.
Uh-oh.
What, the bookshelves? They're completely empty.
It wasn't like that the last time we came here. There's also no mention of them being empty in the recent report.
Are you saying someone came in and smuggled the books out? There's no way. The CFG would have noticed something like that happening.
Wow, the CFG blew it again? Shocker, guys.
I'm less
Yeah.
concerned about the how than I am the why. What would someone want with them?
I don't know. But we're too late to stop them, obviously. Pondering it here won't get us anywhere. There were also some shelves on the top floor. Let's go have a look.
You're right. We should confirm whether those books were taken too. I find it quite bizarre. As I worked in a library for a long time.
Mhm.
The fact that there are, like books of this age, and they don't have like someone here non-stop watching them. Like books of. Because they said this place is like, what, 500 years old or some shit like that?
Oh yeah, no, those books would be worth.
I think it
like
may be even
millions
older,
of
because the
dollars.
cult was founded 500 years ago, but they were using the shit that the alchemists left behind. I think the alchemists date back even further.
The fact that there is a perfectly preserved collection of books that Crossbell as a whole just goes, yep, that's just there, and anyone could walk right in, is haunting to me.
Yeah.
The,
Well, I guess in fairness, this place is normally swarming with monsters.
Even that.
Yeah, which means that now they've got, like, ammonia-smelling monster piss all over them.
I can do this thought for the inevitable boss battle or whatever. Go ahead.
Just like we thought.
It's Risha.
Oh, there's a book.
Who would take the books like that? You don't suppose it was someone connected to the cult, do you? I suppose that's one possibility. We know the alchemist that built this tower had a connection to them.
Oops.
There shouldn't be any remaining members of the cult.
The person took the books. Might have been trying to hide something.
Yeah.
Joachim Gunther was supposed to be the last of them.
Man, none of this makes a lick of sense.
Yeah, but check it out. There are still some books left. It's not exactly what the request called for, but I don't see why we shouldn't at least turn in what's left.
That's a good call. I wish we could do more or even figure out what happened here. But for now, let's take what we can get and report back to Uncle Miles.
Unbelievable. They left these books out just wide open. There's bugs everywhere here. Why would they disrespect them like that?
So that's what happened.
You can't
All
be...
right, you're still a character. Someone take him over from me. I don't care about this man.
You can't be serious. Someone stole that many books? I'll try to do my impression of your impression of Miles Edgeworth. How could they have just hauled them all away without anyone noticing?
Well, the CGF was guarding them, and they're very bad.
I wish we could tell you, but we have no idea what happened to them.
No, I understand. It's not like it's your fault. If only we were able to learn what kind of books they were.
It's not all bad.
You go back to the CGF and they're like, oh no, we took those down and archived them. We forgot them right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you insane?
Yeah, it's not all bad. We did manage to salvage a few books that were left behind.
They're not much, keep in mind. They were exposed
This is
to the
ancient
elements.
pornography.
Ooh, I'll be checking that one out. Can you put it on reserve for me? Thanks. Maybe you'll be able to learn something about the other books by examining these.
Really?
It's possible. We couldn't make heads or tails of the contents ourselves, though. So I'm not sure how useful they'll be, but here you go. These are just blank.
These books are...
From what we could gather, they were written in the Middle Ages. They're so worn out, though, that it's hard to make out the characters on the pages.
I wonder why.
Were you able to figure something out?
This
Oh,
is
they're
incredible.
like written in Cyrillic or
This-
some shit. I
And
don't
this
know.
one, too. They're grimoires from the Middle Ages.
Grimoires?
Books written about alchemy and magic from a bygone era. I'll have to decipher them to know what they cover for sure, but I know that's what they are from the illustrations.
Wow, that's incredible. These are valuable books after all. Hell yeah. That raises the question of why they were left behind.
Maybe whoever left these behind tonight thought they weren't that important?
Not sure why I said tonight.
Either way, it's going to be hard to get any clues with just these.
You may be right.
In the end, we're still left with a mystery.
Come on now. That doesn't change the fact that you still collected a few valuable books for the library. I say that's a job well done, SSS. I knew I could count on you, and in retrospect, I should have filed this request at any point in the last many months or years even.
Yeah, that would at
Oh,
least ensure that you got more than
goddamn.
this one dirty book.
It was our
dirty,
pleasure,
dirty
sir.
man.
I'm going to have these stored in our archive downstairs, just to be safe. They can wait there
With all
until
of
I
the
can...
other books that I stole
Yeah,
from the tower.
Till I can gather Nielsen and some others to take a look over them. Anyway, thanks again, everyone. The SSS will keep being our go-to for any help we need.
Glad to hear it.
But only
We're always happy to
years
help,
after
Uncle.
the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I was in college, my college had a lot of libraries. Like it was known for that. I think we had 21 libraries on
Yeah.
our
Jeez.
Fucking call. You went to University of Chicago, right?
University of Illinois.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
downstate. But yeah, no, it was a fairly big school actually, and they in their main library up in the stacks. We went there one time for graphic design purposes. We went to the rare book library, which was kept under lock and key by appointment only, and then we went through 2 essentially glass airlocks into
Oh, nice.
the room, and they were like, "All right, yeah, we got some. Here's the books we have right now. A lot of this collection is like lent out to scientists and scholars because it's like, you know, the only reference book of this or whatever because they're rare books." But you can look at these ones, and they opened one of the books, and it was just like, oh yeah, these are pretty neat patterns, and like seeing how the binding was done in the past. That's what we were there for, to look at different binding methods. And the guy's like, yeah, go ahead and touch it. You can thumb through it lightly, but like only on the corners or whatever. And so our teacher was just like, how much does this book cost? That one right there is $1.3 million, and like everyone in the class collectively just backs away from it.
The fact that ancient books just left to the elements, unbelievable.
So this was someone, while we were doing the previous game, someone was like, oh, is this the part where we meet X character? And X character did not show up in the last game, but we're about to meet them now.
Oh, the little baby boy.
Yeah.
Who's Sao?
Normally, Jello, how are you feeling about sowing?
I would imagine he probably interacts with fucking nice friends you got there, Davis, right? So I feel like the other guy.
Nice friends you got there, Davis, is Sao.
Oh, am I stupid? Okay, sorry, my bad. I forgot his name.
That's okay.
Haha, I admit it was regrettable. Nice friends you got. It's more in the nose.
So,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the special support section. Your timing is perfect. It just so happens there's a small favor I'd like to ask all of you.
well, it's a good thing there's not any sort of protocol or anything that you have to go through in order to get us to do favors for you. What is it?
You know there isn't.
A favor of us?
I know, that's why I said that.
Would you mind coming inside to hear me out? I won't force you to if you're too busy, of course.
Oh, we're super busy, but yeah, we'll do it anyway.
I'm not listening to you.
Wait, can't you just...
Our apologies.
Our apologies, but the request for your help is genuine. I hope you will listen to what Master Sao has to say if you have the time. We will leave the door unlocked for you, so come in when you are ready.
I don't know whether to call that welcoming or foreboding.
You're welcome to walk in and find out, Wazy. So, what should we do now? It doesn't seem to be a trap.
What do you mean? This feels like the most trappish thing that I've ever seen in my life.
Maybe we should play along. Might learn something useful from it.
Yeah, maybe. We've got our hands full too. We don't have to do this if we don't want to.
Drop a
But
signal.
now I'm curious.
Whoa, screen jittered weirdly when I walked in. Not there. Huh? Huh? There we go.
Excellent. You're all here. Allow me to welcome you to the Crossbell branch of the Heiwa Trading... Oh, of Heiwa Trading Limited. Limited? What does LTD stand
Limited,
for?
yeah.
Limited.
Okay.
I hope we aren't interrupting.
I literally asked you inside.
Thank you for inviting us on.
And salutations to you too, Mr. Orlando.
Shoots him.
I've been looking forward to your return.
Yeah, howdy doody. I see you haven't changed a bit.
I'll take that as a compliment. Who would have guessed that you had ties to the back alley's newest tenants, Crimson & Co.? It's left me absolutely stunned.
Whatever.
I take it you have a fair amount of intel on them, right?
As a matter of fact, I do. We aren't without our connection to them. Then again, perhaps Mr. Orlando could tell you a thing or two about that.
All I know is that sometime last year, Uncle and the others picked a fight with you Heiwa guys over there in the Eastern Quarter. Sounded like a real bloodbath, too.
That's right.
Detective Dudley said something about that.
To sum it up, we had quite a lot of fun with them before. Fortunately, we reached an agreement, so there's no bad blood. Though some of Heiwa's elders do still curse the names of the Red Constellation.
No bad blood, huh?
Sounds like the two sides have quite the history. How many wispy little shitters can Jello voice in this game? As far as the old Ravash compound is concerned, it truly was a pity to lose it. But what's done is done.
Hey guys, at Lecter, I'm here now too.
I own your house! Unlike a mafia such as Refuge, we don't expect them to be a direct business competitor in Crossbell. So you can rest assured that we're not looking to start a fight.
Thanks for being so considerate. Not that I entirely believe you, Tsao. Oh shit, I said that out loud.
What the fuck? Pardon me for changing the subject, but what exactly is this favor you wanted to ask?
I hear there are many rare books in Starblazer's town.
Oh no. We assumed it had something to do with Crimson & Co.
Oh yes, that.
I guess I can be this kid. I'll try to. It's probably gonna be pretty similar to Yona, but I'll take my shot.
I feel like I don't know him that well, but I feel like Mo hasn't gotten to play a shitty kid yet.
That's okay, yeah. That's
Instead,
true.
we just make Kia shittier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do just make Kia a fucking sociopath. That's right. You're late, Chow. What's taking you so long?
Why, if it isn't Master Shin?
Is something troubling you?
Of course there is. How long do you expect me to wait? When this guide you promised is coming to pick me up.
I told you I'd be more than happy to show you around.
And I told you that you're no good. Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't come all the way to Crossbell to be toured around by one of our own men.
But of course, that is why we had arrangements made for you today. They will be your guides.
Huh? What?
What are you talking about, Tsao?
This is the favor you wanted to ask?
Allow me to formally introduce you. This is Master Shin, the grandson of one of Heiwa's elders. We would like you to guide him on a tour of Crossbell City.
Oh god, I was afraid you'd say that.
You're putting in a support request for us to be tour guides?
How unorthodox.
Actually, it sounds pretty normal.
These are the guides you spoke of? They're fairly young, aren't they? Why did you not send for someone like
Oh shit.
Ilya Platier or Dieter Croix?
I think you overestimate how much pull I have. However, the people standing before you are Crossbellan celebrities in their own right. These are the ladies and gentlemen who solved that incident in the spring I told you about.
Are they now? That would make you the same SSS that crushed the cult, wouldn't it?
I guess?
Oh, you've heard about that?
He is the grandson of the Elder. It is only natural that he be well informed about current events around the continent. He studied Crossbell greatly before visiting.
Of course I did. The future of Heiwa will be on my shoulders someday. And I have to be better than commoners such as yourself.
Kid's got a mouth on him.
Oh, take it easy, Randy. He's still young. Very well. If you insist, then I will accept this proposal. I can take this opportunity to ask more about the cult.
Bees?
Something wrong? Huh. This is... Love at first sight!
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
god. Ellie, you can't catch a fucking break. It's non-stop with you.
What?
Excuse me? Those beautiful features. And that pearl gray hair. And those bountiful proportions. I never thought I'd meet the woman of my dreams here of all places. And you there. What is your name? Me, it's Ellie. Ellie McDowell.
I love that at the last moment, as we were deciding who should voice this kid, I was like, oh man, it's happening to Mo again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mo.
It's okay.
Sorry,
This
you-
time I get to harass myself, so it's okay.
Yeah, you
I
had
was
to
like-
last time too.
Did I?
I was like, I only know a little bit about this boy because he basically just cameos in CS3. but I saw his energy. I think that might be fun for Mo to play. Never in my worst dreams did I expect this would be the dynamic.
Ah, nice to meet you, Jin. She like looks over at the gang like, again?
Yeah. No.
Nice to meet you. Ellie. Even your name is lovely. Now I understand destiny brought me to Crossbell to meet you.
What is he talking about?
Great. He's not just an impudent brat, but a precocious one at that.
Oh, great. I think Ellie has a new biggest fan.
Now that her previous biggest fan is in prison for life.
God.
She can't avoid them. She is acceptable, Shao. I would like this lovely lady to guide me around the city at once.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, off you go, everyone. Do be sure to take good care of Master Shin.
Oh, hold on a second. Should the SSS really be playing tour guide for the grandson of a crime syndicate elder?
Sure, why not?
Why not? All right, we'll accept. So, where in the city should we go specifically?
I think Master Shin has a few places in mind. He'll let you know. He does that. Have fun, Master Shin, and do be careful on your tour.
I don't need you to tell me that. Let's be off, my dearest Ellie. Wait, Jin?
Were you thinking of going on the tour alone with Ellie?
There are far too many of you to travel comfortably. And besides, 3 is a crowd.
I get that, but he may be connected to Heiyue, but I doubt anyone would try to target a child. Still, is it a good idea to leave them alone?
Okay, Shin. It's almost time for the trade conference. Crossbell is on high alert right now, meaning that anything could happen, and it would be a real shame if someone garroted you. For the sake of your safety, wouldn't it be
Trust me,
smarter
you're
to
gonna
travel
want some
protection?
witnesses around in case you say something.
Just in case. You may have a point. Very well. The 2 of you may come with us, but no more. The others can watch us from a safe distance. How does that sound?
Well, how about I'm the grown-up and you have to listen to me, you
Silence.
little
Yes,
nerd.
yes, but
Oh,
I am.
yes, sir.
Yes, but I am able to have you killed whenever I want.
Oh, that's right. Yes, sir.
Honestly, it's not too shabby of an idea.
You can't kill
Actually.
me in any way that matters.
Yeah. The fear within my soul is greater than anything your heart can make.
Hey, what, Lloyd, what does this declaration mean? Fear, decay is an extant form of life.
Thank you for the response. Terrifying. Have a good day.
Actually, that's typically the practice when it comes to protecting high-profile individuals.
Then it's decided. You should be in the front party too, Lloyd. Which of us 3 do you want to come along with you?
That depends. Are you gonna try to do some ruse where you pretend to be my adopted sister and talk about how we can get married?
Just checking. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely is anyone here going to try to pretend to be my adopted sister so that we can convince the guy at the front of the gate that we are capable of being married?
It depends how much you're paying me. We're gonna take Randy, right?
I think that seems like a fun pair.
We kind of dedicated the last game to Tio, and it was Tio's game. This feels like it's Randy's game.
Yeah.
Would you mind tagging along with us, Randy?
No problemo. Escorting Prince Precocious here around the city should be a piece of cake.
Noelle and Wazy, you two keep an eye on us from a distance and observe the surroundings.
Roger that.
Less work for me.
Is this arrangement to your liking, Shin?
I've no objections. And do not coddle me. I'm old enough to look after myself. And Heiyue's members do enough of that already.
Sure, you got it, Shin, you little slut.
All right, let's get going, peasants. I'll tell you where I'd like to go once we're outside.
Well, in that sense, you've
He's
already
so
told
right.
us that you would like to be outside.
Fucking football kicks him.
Ow!
Let me first explain the details of the tour. Don't make me repeat myself, so pay attention.
Yeah, sure.
Damn, Brad. He's trying to act like a big shot in front of Mademoiselle.
True, but he's sort of pulling it off.
Wazy says something too.
What was that? Do you have something to say to me?
No, we just
No.
always do this thing where we all chime in and I always go last.
We're ready to hear your explanation. Your
Very well.
Majesty?
Let me get straight to the point. As we discussed inside, you all will act as my tour guides around the city. However, trying to navigate this place without a goal would just be tiring. Therefore, there's one spot in particular I would like you to take me to eventually. One in particular? Yes. I would like to go to the roof of the Times department store in Central Square. Simply make sure you take me there last. After that, you will be relieved of your duties. They take him there immediately.
Yeah. You can, actually. If you don't care about DP, you can just be like, oh yeah, you want to go there, huh? Bam! Tour over. Fuck you.
Oh, check it out.
Fucking-
This is the boat. This is actually the boat that will take you to Mishyland. Bye.
Yeah.
I want to go to Michigan.
This is actually the boat.
USS Cum!
Yeah, this is the boat that'll take you to Mishyland. Why is it covered in cum?
Oh, God.
You know what cum is? Don't patronize me. I get enough cum.
Hi, new members of the chat. Welcome.
Got it. Cum. That's easy to remember.
So beyond that, are we free to pick where we go?
No. Don't use that as an excuse to take me to boring places between here and there. I would like to arrive in Central Square via East Street.
Is it me, or have you already planned most of this out?
Ha! Please. This is a special trip for me, so of course I've made preparations. Although that is the extent of my plans. I'd be grateful if you could take us on a few enjoyable detours, so that I may spend more time with Ellie.
Of course. This here is the Geofront. Closes door.
Okay, don't forget that I'm one of the tour guides as well, Jim. Nonsense, out of the question. Women can't be tour guides. You're my guest, which means you should enjoy yourself too, Ellie. Oh, I think Love Struck was right.
That aside, I think I know what we're supposed to be doing now. Basically, you just want to take the scenic route around the city. Does that sound fine, Shin?
Wait, do we got any other options to explore? What about Arkansas or something like that?
There's always Michelin Wonderland. Though I think they're closed, and that's not in the city limits anyway.
Who do you take me for? Of course, I've already been to the most notable places in Crossbell. They were enjoyable, though. I would not mind returning in, the future. But that's not the goal for today. There's much more I need to see of Crossbell before I leave.
This little kid goes to Michelin Wonderland's, like, riding the Ferris wheel, like, yeah! Gets off. That was acceptable.
That was fun.
This is fine.
Yeah.
I'd rather see Crossbell City's true face, as its citizens know it, rather than the same tourist attractions.
Alright, this is Ian Grimwood's law office.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
Brilliant. Crossbell's true face?
You've put a lot of thought into this.
Just imagine how pushy he's gonna be once he grows up, the little
Do you understand now? We're burning daylight, so let's start the tour already. Come on.
Understood. We're ready to go.
Alrighty, we'll go on ahead. You two watch our backs.
Roger.
I say something too. Thank you.
Oh, he's absolutely wretched. I love him.
I love that Wazy is just like at first he was like, man, I'm really moving up in the world. I get to do this shit.
Now he's like, wow, is this what you guys always do?
God, what an embarrassment.
Oh boy. Wow, why did I join this? You guys made it seem so glamorous when you were stopping cults. Now it's like you just mostly spend your days walking people's dogs.
You know, I was in charge of a gang.
Yeah.
I broke up with my boyfriend for you.
Anyway, I don't think we need to read the in-between dialogue, but we'll do the tour and then we'll do the
Drop
end.
them all.
Yeah. Let's see.
Like, here, this is ice cream. Our friend Tio really loved it. She's not here right now.
Our friend Tio really loved it, so we never bought it for her.
Well, you know, and yeah.
Well, you know, fuck her.
Well, you know, she always wanted ice cream at inconvenient moment. Shit, goddamn.
East Street.
Oh, here's the Bracer Guild.
Oh,
Ah,
you
yes,
brought
they're
a
like,
darling little peach.
What a stink. Oof. I was about to just instinctively try and like phonetic my way through something that like might have ended up being a joke, and I was just gonna say, what a stinky winky. And I was like, nope, I hate that.
You got me with it though.
Shin!
You
Get
guys
her!
back?
Killer.
How's it going?
It's like a Pokemon battle.
What? No.
Yeah.
Get him, Shizuku.
Kia sends out Shizuku.
I've been training her.
Yeah, I don't remember the content of this scene, but this seems like it could be funny.
Hello, everyone. I thought you were all busy with work.
Guess you
So
could say
did
that,
I.
yeah.
Who are these kids? Do you know them? Who's he?
We've adopted
A
him.
little boy?
What? Who's little? I'm Shin, the man slated to bear the burden of Heiyue's future as an elder's grandson.
I apologize.
Wow, you're so teeny, yet you're an adult. Oh, like Lloyd. You're a lot greater than your size lets on, huh? Stop it! Stop calling me small!
Haha, Keto, destroyer of rude boys.
Oh, Shin.
Just a little.
Get him!
Uh-oh, just a rude boy.
These two
Rude
are
boys.
Kia and Shizuku. I think they're a little older than you.
And did we mention that Shizuku is Arios' daughter?
That's the divine blade of the winds? Oh, I bet you're a swordsman too, aren't you? Your eyes have been closed this entire time. I bet you're using that insight thingy.
No, just blind.
Huh? Insight? No.
How do you know about insight?
No, of course not. Actually, I'm unable to see. You fucking insensitive prick. My hearing is better than most.
Hearing.
Yeah, my hearing is better than most because of it, but I'm not nearly as cool as my father.
Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. That was ungentlemanly of me. Please forgive me for my insolence.
No.
Wow.
Oh, so he can be a good little boy when he wants to be.
I do actually kind of like that scene.
Yeah, that's fun.
I am. Kia is currently teaching me the 4 leaves, 1 blade style. As I use a knife.
Yes, she's a very good student. I've also taught her the art of CQC.
Ah.
Ah! We're chicken a garrote!
Let's see.
Where else?
There we go and talk to this guy upstairs. This is the, these are the old people who we, squatted at.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, I visited the old mycological colony down in the mines the other night. What?
And this is the bridge on which.
Oh
Waze
no,
broke
he's
up with his
back!
boyfriend.
Oh, fuck.
He just decided that he lived with us after we got off the train once. God, you can't start a conversation with anybody.
You could buy the little boy a balloon. Oh, the
Wonder
dog.
if we can, actually. Does he have, like, special dialogue?
Hey there, little boy, you want a balloon? They gently float in the air and are a ton of fun to play with.
You don't have to pitch the concept of a balloon to me, so. It'll only get in my way.
I have discarded balloons and friends alike.
And my humanity!
I do not want a balloon.
Okay, what color would you... Wait, what did you say? It'll get in your way?
Something tells me Shin hates being treated like a kid. We'll take one balloon for the little buster.
Yeah.
He loves the balloon, but he doesn't want to love the balloon.
Okay, he also likes it if you buy him a toy.
But not a balloon. I gotcha.
Are these the fabled Mishi plushies? Why are they here? We're not at Michelin. Oh, this general store recently added a corner exclusively for Mishi merchandise.
Hope you clicked on this one very specific thing, otherwise fuck you for your DP.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Mishi, Shin?
Don't you mock me.
You little mishy boy pokes him in
You
the
little
stomach.
Mishi boy?
Stop!
You gonna miss yourself?
No. How could the man fated to lead Heiwei be interested in these childish toys? Have you no common sense? Shut up. Aw, Shin.
You don't need to take it personally.
Yeah, what's liking a furball like Fishy got anything to do with Heiwei?
Whatever, anyway. What's this? An item exclusive to Times? The TikTok Mishi? God. Like I said, only children would take interest in things like these. I don't care for it, not one bit, not at all. A tear rolls down his little cheek.
He's not fooling anyone.
Aw, methinks a certain Heiwei elder's grandson doth protest too much. I love bullying children!
I mean, Ellie has to bully someone with all the shit she goes through.
I'm a passive-aggressive to Lloyd because I've got to take this frustration out on somebody!
God, no wonder Ellie, like, gets her rocks off by shipping guys together. She's just like, I actually have, like, problems imagining myself in a healthy relationship with a man at this point. Like, there's a problem.
Excuse me, how much for the TikTok Mishi?
Oh man, we gave Miles Edgeworth's voice to the wrong NPC
Yeah.
apparently.
Oh look, he's just right
Oh,
here.
that'll be
using the Miles Edgeworth guy.
Oh, that'll be 500 mira. Ha, getting a present for the kid? I hate kids and presents.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
Goodbye, you little shit.
it. It's only 500 mira. Should I buy it for Shin?
Yeah, it's just 500 fucking mira.
I don't know. Yeah, alright. One TikTok Mishi, please.
No problem. I hate your toys, but I like your money. Thank you and come again.
They're gonna say,
All
like
right.
your moxie.
Oh man, check out this TikTok Mishi I bought for myself.
Yeah.
Ugh. Hey, you've been
Black
whispering for a while.
Nishi.
About that. This is for you, actually.
This is the store's limited edition. Oh, so that's what you were doing.
Well, aren't you Mr. Nice Guy?
What the heck? Why are you giving this to me?
It's a gift, Shin. You should take it. Think of it as a token to remember this day by.
To remember
Idiot.
today.
If I don't have tokens of every day, I forget them instantly.
Well,
I'm like a mushroom version of Memento.
since you've already purchased it, and so it's not like I could throw it away, or I'll take it. However, let me make one thing clear. I'm not interested in plushies, got it?
It's okay. Consider this a bribe in advance.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you say.
You're speaking my language now, a bribe. Okay. As the grandson of a high-ranking member of Hayaway, I understand what a bribe is. Okay.
Push.
No.
No, I was... The department store's rooftop has quite a view, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it's breathtaking, isn't it? You can get a full view of the city from up here. Do you want me to dangle you over the edge? It's managed to exceed my expectations. All right. Oh, Orcus Tower.
Oh, I thought we were looking at that already. I guess the IBC building. I always think of the IBC building and Orcus Tower as being the same building, but it's not.
Is that it over there? It's still covered up, but seeing the tower over the city is amazing. Come on, Ellie! Come over here, get closer to me. Okay. Oh.
Please be careful, you guys. I don't want anyone falling over the rail. Nudge, nudge to Ellie.
Sure would be a shame.
So, were you satisfied with the view from the roof?
Yes, it is satisfactory.
Well, you should check out the view from the floor, Push.
What? Woo! The rest of the city tour wasn't too shabby either. And I think today will be one to remember.
I see. I'm glad you feel that way.
I plan to return to Calvard 2 days from now. And I'll once again be surrounded by stuffy adults and forced to endure an endless torrent of studying. Such is the fate of a man who will one day command others. Oh, Shen.
Huh, got it tough, huh, kiddo?
By the way,
My
Shin,
dad just died because of a Jaeger invasion.
are you enrolled in Sunday school?
Yes, as a means of broadening my horizons.
Let me tell you
Everyone-
about Jesus.
What? No. Everyone fears that.
You know who else was a man who was gonna lead others?
What are you doing? Where?
Grabs a chair, sits on it backwards.
Hey kid, let's rap.
Yeah.
Ellie, take me home. Everyone fears the adults that guard me, so they don't dare approach me, though.
And one time, this weird cabbage-haired girl came up with math on the fly, and she was a demon.
It was terrible. That's why Kia and Shizuku, I believe, was quite a fun experience to be able to talk to people my age.
You don't say. It's a good thing we talked to them then.
Pardon me. I'm not usually to engage in useless small talk. At any rate, I've had enough of a tour. Escort me back to the office at once.
Roger. My name is Shin.
Yeah,
My name is Shin.
I love that stupid joke.
Yeah.
Speaking of Leslie Nielsen.
It pleases me to know you enjoyed yourself. SSS, I wanted you to assassinate him.
I thought I was speaking to you
I
with my
made it
eyes.
quite clearly.
Yeah.
I'll admit that it exceeded my expectations.
Ah, and here he still is, alive and well. Thank you, special support.
Well, you know us. We're always eager to do the job exactly as you say it.
Yes. Say goodbye to your CP.
Think of all the DP I'd miss out on if I didn't do exactly what the mission said every time.
Yeah.
It would seem
Dude,
there.
I just- My read on him, like, it started as, like, trying to be, like, I'm Derek Stephen Prince, but doing, like, this sort of character. And it's, like, kind of just become a Columbo murderer, like, the way they draw.
Yeah.
Shit.
It would seem that there's more to Crossbell than Ark and Seal and the theme park. I now understand why a shrewd businessman like yourself is so taken by it, Shao.
You flatter me, Master Shin, with your breathing lungs. Thank you, Lloyd, Ellie, and the rest of the Sis. I never could have imagined that a simple tour would please Master Shin so much. I am in your debt.
It's a shame. Had you gone only one step further, he might well have been left breathless.
Don't mention it, Sal.
Ah, he seems to be quite starstruck, which is one syllable more than what I was hoping it would be.
We
don't have time to make him famous.
What?
No.
Oh God, Lloyd, shut the fuck up. We had a fun time as well.
I exist.
At the very least, we would like for you to have this. It may not be much, but please accept it. You get dirt.
Just dirt receipt.
I don't know if that's such a good
I
idea.
can propagate in this.
We are members of the CPD, after all.
I thought you might say that, which is why I refrained from having Mira arranged for you. Consider this a token of friendship with Master Shin. Or with me, if you like.
Just to emphasize again, this could be friendship with Master Shin, or with me.
One or the other. Mutual exclusivity.
What? I don't understand any of that.
Deal. Or it could have been.
Oh God, it's the Oxford comma. Well, how thoughtful of you, Shao.
Yes, how thoughtful of me.
Oh, don't be shy. Go on, take it.
Someone's pushy.
I think we can say no if they're. I don't think we can say no if they're this insistent.
You're right.
Okay, as long as it's not Mira, then I can accept any bribe, as has been displayed by the fact that we now have a car.
Hands
It would
him
be
a briefcase.
ours.
Lovely. Bearer bonds. These will be very easy to liquidate.
It would be our pleasure. Ooh, shiny. I think I
Well-
should get it.
I think we should be going now. We'll see you around, Shin.
Yes, great.
Until next time. Oh, I'll be looking forward to it, Ellie.
You know what sucks is he was legitimately kinder to Ellie than Ernest was.
Yeah.
Yeah, this child brat prince treated Ellie with more respect than fucking a grown-ass man.
You must have tired yourself out walking around the city like that. Why not take a quick rest in this comfortable bed?
Presents an Iron Maiden.
Here is some tea.
Why, you look dead tired.
Pastries have been prepared for you in your private quarters, there to die for.
Goody, is that so? That was thoughtful. Very well. I'll let grandfather know how well you've taken care of me.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
it's
I'm
my
sure
pleasure
I'll
to
get
take
the word
care
out
of
to
you.
him.
Yes.
I like that kid. He's fun.
He's still young, but you noticed before they left, didn't you? That glimpse of his wisdom and talent. I can't wait to see how useful he will prove in the future.
Right. Still, was that the safe decision to make? In the unlikely event they had chosen to target Master Jin, you would have been the one held responsible, Master Sao.
Yes, what a shame. Had that been the case, it simply would have been part of our shared destiny. However, they know just as well as I do that it's far too early for them to be making their move. Speaking of which, have we learned anything new?
Yes, we caught wind of 2 targets that were tailing Master Jin and the others. We are currently observing their movements.
Excellent. Please allow them to proceed as they like, but take care that they don't notice us. And do be careful to see that our crimson neighbors don't interfere.
Of course.
I love bratty characters. They're my fucking
Yeah.
favorite. They're so much fucking fun.
I think that might be a good place to end for tonight.
I was gonna request because I need to go shopping actually before the store closes.
Alrighty.
My store doesn't restock on Sunday. Like that's their day before restock, so everything I like isn't there. And in most of the day Monday, there's too many people there, so I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Fair.
You may have noticed that Chapter 1 was kind of just reintroduce the characters and then do some things until we go to the mine, and now that's the end of the chapter, and like doesn't really feel like that was a coherent single arc that made up that chapter, unlike the chapters in the first game. That unfortunately is the story of this game. The first 3 chapters at least. Well, I guess a little less so with this one. We know that we're leading up to the trade conference, but there is going to be a fair amount of just like, go do things in this game. So prepare for a couple episodes like this one scattered throughout the first 2/3 of this game before all hell breaks loose. But still, I like a lot of the little just like day in the life kind of things. So I'm actually not opposed to little segments like this.
Yes, the life that is continued.
Yes, the day, just like any other, and certainly not the last.
What are you doing?
Yes, what are you talking about, Sal?
I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't understand what anybody is talking about. I hate myself.
Well, on that note, thanks
Okay.
everyone for coming out to see Trails to Azure.